Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So there are two types of people in this world. Morning people and everyone else who wishes they were a morning person. And every book I've read, every article I've ever read about being successful and living your best life has one thing in common, and that is waking up early. And that's just something I've never been able to do. I am the anti-morning person, and I thought having a child would change that. It would force me to become a morning person. Nope. It actually made it worse because I value my sleep that much more. And voluntarily waking up even 1 minute before I absolutely had to be awake is something I have never done. But that all changed this week. I decided to undergo an experiment where I became an extreme morning person for the entire week. So I woke up at 4:30 a.m. every day with the goal of figuring two things out. One is how to go to sleep earlier and how to wake up earlier. What strategies and techniques actually work. And two, what is the best things to do in the mornings to best improve my day and to make the most out of my morning. It was quite a journey. Prepare yourself. It is a roller coaster. I just feel terrible. We're making progress. Only thing in the entire world I want to do is take a nap.
Can't take a nap.
I never thought I would get here, you guys. We have run into a huge roadblock. I think it is important that you see the entire progression of my week and learn with me in real time. At the end of the video, I will be sharing my biggest tips and lessons learned, so hopefully it will help all of you out there watching. If you do enjoy this video, this type of lifestyle experiment, then let me know what other things you would like to see me try out in the future. With all of that said, let's jump into our crazy week of becoming an extreme morning person. So tomorrow's the big day. Do you think I can do it?
I think you can do it for one day.
So here's the thing you guys should know. Ryan is actually an extreme morning person. He wakes up at 3:30 a.m. every day. Do you have any tips for me? What are your tips?
When the alarm goes off, you have to get up. There's no snooze buttons or anything. You can't do the snooze button. And It will be difficult for the first probably 4 to 5 days. It'll be miserable. And you can't take a nap. Can't take a nap. Can't take a nap.
Alright guys, I'm doing my best. It's 4:43. I'm getting up. This is already a terrible mistake and I regret it. I just brushed my teeth. I want to put on a little bit of makeup now to wake up. I'm doing this first because I'm so tired. I'm trying to like wake myself up. Good morning everyone, it is now 5:10 a.m. I've wasted about 30 minutes, so let's recap the morning because it's been quite eventful already. So my alarm went off at 4:30 and I just fully ignored it. I was not going to wake up. I was like, this is a terrible idea. I'm gonna do a different video this week. I didn't even hit snooze. I just fully turned it off and went back to bed. And then about 5 minutes later, I was woken up by the loudest alarm. So Ryan wakes up at 3:30 and he leaves the house at 4:30, and somehow he set off the alarm as he was leaving the house, didn't realize it. So I had to wake up to deal with the alarm people and disable it. They ask you like 100 questions. So that woke me up, and if not for that, I would not be awake because I am not a morning person, you guys. I feel terrible right now. So my brilliant strategy was to put on a little bit of makeup first because I could sit there and kind of wake up. But what I failed to realize is that this early in the morning, it is pitch black outside and my room has almost no lights in it. So I got ready basically in the dark, which explains a lot. Here's the thing, the reason I want to wake up this early is to hopefully accomplish things before Carter wakes up at around 7. But for today, my first day, I'm gonna take it easy. My only real goal is to have coffee, have breakfast, get ready, and maybe clean up. Fun fact, I have never voluntarily been up at this hour in my life. We're not doing anything fancy today. I have my Mount Hagen instant freeze-dried coffee, but let me tell you, this stuff is good. I'm so tired right now. I feel like I'm drunk, like I'm not functioning. I'm not even like trying to be dramatic right now. I just feel terrible. Poor Bardo had to wake up early too. So I'm trying to sit here and drink my coffee in peace. I'm looking through Instagram. There's no content because it's so early. I come across this ad on here look at this cleaner. I mean, I feel like I need this. It's cleaning everything. So now it's before 5:30 a.m. and I'm getting suckered into buying something that I don't need. Update, I've finished my coffee. It is now almost 6 a.m. I've accomplished very little, but I'm still awake, so it's small wins. Now what I'm going to do is fold some laundry and clean up. It's too early. It is 5:09 a.m. I got ready first in the dark again. And despite the fact that I went to bed earlier last night, I think I fell asleep by about 10:45, which is possibly the earliest I've been to sleep in years. I feel worse. And then again, I slept through my alarm, was not gonna get up. And then Ryan on his way out the door came in and was like, hey, are you up? Okay, it is 5:59 a.m. and one unexpected benefit about being up at this hour is it's too early. Nobody has posted on social media, so even if I want to waste my time on social media, I can't because there's no material. I wrote out my grocery list and my to-do list, so I have about an hour before Carter wakes up. I'm thinking I'm gonna spend half an hour doing some work and then half an hour making my breakfast and Carter's breakfast. Or maybe I should do that first. All right, so I just spent the past several hours out at the zoo. We went to the grocery store. We've been running all around. So that did not help my case of being extremely exhausted. Now that Carter's down for his nap, the only thing in the entire world I want to do is take a nap.
Can't take a nap.
So we're just gonna try and take a nap and see how it goes. All right. Let's do this. Good morning, everyone. It is 5:04 a.m. We're making progress. I've also had two epiphanies today. The first one is that in order to get out of bed, at least for me, I need help. So Ryan actually checked in on me twice to make sure that I got up. So thanks to you. Second thing I've realized is a big one. So as I was getting ready, I was listening to this podcast, which I highly, highly recommend. It's called Kaylin's Coffee Talk, and Kaylin Nicholson is a YouTuber. She is one of my favorite YouTubers. Her podcasts are kind of like life talks, and it's put me in a really good mental space right now. And then it dawned on me, I'm like, wait a second, maybe instead of focusing and obsessing over being productive in the mornings, maybe I should take this time for myself to focus on centering my mind and getting in a good headspace for the day. Because I would argue that is more important than anything else we're doing. It's so normalized that if we want to be healthy and fit, you have to work on your fitness every day. You have to work out, you have to eat healthy. It's a daily thing. What about for our mental health? Don't we need to focus on that every day? If we're just letting ourselves run on autopilot, we're going back into our old habits. I am now thinking that I want to spend at least a chunk of my mornings listening to something inspiring, uplifting. All right, it is now 5:30 a.m. I had my coffee and I've had a breakthrough today. Today is a good day. I feel awake. I'm in a good mood. I never thought I would get here, you guys. I am loving this. It is so peaceful and so quiet. I feel like I could do anything. Day three is a good day. All right, so it is around 7:15 now. Little man is awake and we have a problem. I, again, have hit a wall. This has happened the past couple of days now where I start to feel like I'm waking up, I feel good, and then I crash. I feel really, really deeply tired. All right, we're up. Good morning, everyone. It is Thursday, 4:58 a.m. I have a lot of updates for you guys today. First update is that I tried a new technique where I set my alarm for 4:15 and I spent the first 15 minutes looking at my phone, like leisurely getting out of bed, and it was a terrible, terrible idea. So if I've learned nothing else from this entire experiment, it is 3 words, and that is just get up. Do not linger. It made it so much more painful waking up. Thing number 2, which blew my mind. So I am listening to an audiobook called The One Thing, and it talks about how typically we think of successful people as people who are self-disciplined, but that's not actually true. Successful people are people who have developed good habits, and you only need enough self-discipline to establish a habit. Once that habit is established, it takes significantly less discipline to get it done. It becomes autopilot. So really all you need to do is get to the point of creating a habit. But creating a habit takes longer than we traditionally like to think. The average time it takes to develop a habit is 66 days. So that just had a light bulb go off in my brain. It's not always gonna be this hard to wake up. It's only gonna be hard until I establish it as a habit. But for right now, I need to get to work desperately. Okay, it's 5:02 a.m. I have my coffee and we're getting to work. All right, time to get up. Good morning. It is 5:03 on my final day of my experiment. I have to say I'm extremely proud of myself. I did not think I would make it this far, and I'm going to share with you my best tips from going through this experience of what actually worked to help you if this is something you want to try. What I've learned is the focus really needs to be on going to bed earlier. That's 75% of the battle, because if you get enough sleep you need, you'll naturally start to wake up earlier and it will be so much easier to get up. To help me fall asleep, I took 1 spray of a melatonin spray every night. I rubbed magnesium oil on my feet. Those are both just natural relaxants. And to actually fall asleep, what I recommend doing is read or watch something very dense and a little bit boring. For the mornings itself, my #1 takeaway is just get up. Do not look at your phone. Do not press snooze. Whatever you have to do to just get out of bed. If you have to put your alarm on the other side of the room or out the door, or in my case, have someone else physically wake me up. For me personally, what I have found the most effective is to get ready first, whether that means taking a shower or getting yourself put together, because that gives me a little bit of ramp up time to wake up before I actually have to do anything. And the most beneficial thing that I have done in this experiment is listening to something inspiring and uplifting to set me on the right path for my day. Once the world wakes up and you start your day, you are going to be inundated. So by taking that time to center yourself and motivate yourself makes so much difference. What was happening to me all week was I would feel tired, I would start to wake up, and then I would crash about 3 hours later. And that's because I was not eating enough when I first woke up, because I didn't feel like it. But as the week went on, I started to develop an appetite earlier in the morning. So I think it's extremely important, for me at least, to eat something substantive early on. Those calories are going to fuel your brain. It's very important. After that, I recommend thinking about your one most important thing that you have to do for that day and focus on that. And that will be a win for my day. I have to say, it feels really good, better than I even expected, to wake up early. You just feel proud of yourself, you feel accomplished, you feel on top of your life by doing this. So it is worth the energy. I've made it this far. I've gotten through the hardest part. So I'm gonna continue doing it. And trust me, if I can do this, literally anybody out there watching can do this. I never ever thought I could even make it this long. Thank you as always so much for watching, and I will see you soon with a new video. Bye.